eat more to lose weight. There was two more things I was going to go, but we're just going to do one. Okay? Eat more to lose weight. And how to eat more and still lose weight. There's your key, Barbara. Do you see it? It's not eat a bunch of pancakes, believe me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about whole foods with nutritional value. And one of the ways to describe this is whole foods are like the difference between an apple and apple juice. The way to have fruit is in its whole state with all the nutrients still there. Plus, in the whole state, foods are much more filling. Healthy, whole foods naturally are loaded with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Some are antioxidants that protect cells against damage. Whole foods are the state of rich, nutrient-dense foods. They have few or no added sugars and fats and exclude added salt or other high-sodium ingredients. Here's an example. What is that? Oh, yeah. And then again, we can start saying yummy, tasty cauliflower. There. Now, here's what you can do. You can start using more of those kind of whole foods in your meal. Now, this is an example of a 450 calorie meal. And you know, look what we had to do with the hamburger. We had to cut it in half in order to get it to 450 calories. But look at the thing on the other side. You got the fruit, and I think that has to do with a lot of vegetables involved there. But how can you take your favorite meal, make it volumetric? Both of the lunches pictured above have a 450 calories, and which would be more satisfying and filling? I'm going to take the one on the right. Here's a snack tray. You've got all of this chips and salsa versus a vegetable party tray. The traditional chips and dip, you replace potato chips with vegetables, substitute low-fat dips for the high-fat dips. And that's 175 calories. Someone comes and says, I'm just famished, boy, I can eat them. And they're going to sit down and eat some potato chips like that with all that grease and carbohydrates and all of that. And they could go over there and just enjoy themselves if they're telling themselves, I love baby carrots because I've got a lot of soluble fiber in them.
I do like baby carrots.
Yeah, I like them too. They keep me awake when I'm driving. Well, wisdom. One of the things, someone says, a donut is comforting food and you can't eat just one. Yeah, I believe that. Now, there's a problem. Proverbs actually picture life. They represent something. A lot of times the words that are used give you a picture. And so I'm just using this Proverbs 18:20 that says, from the fruit of their mouths, people's stomachs are filled. With a harvest of their lips, they are satisfied. Now, we're not really talking about eating fruit to fill your stomach here. What we're really talking about here is that you will have to live with the consequences of everything you say. But put it another way, we'll have to live with the consequences of everything we eat too. In other words, eat the right kind of foods in the right amount. Let's include air, water, fiber in all of this. Think volume. How can I put more volume in my meals instead of calories? So you've got this example of macaroni and cheese, 330 calories. The veggie stuffed macaroni and cheese is the same amount of calories. Look at the difference. One is much more filling. Just throw some vegetables in with these other foods. There's not many calories in them, and cut back on the other. Now here's an example quickly of 200 calories, and we're going to start off with what? Yummy, tasty broccoli. That's 200 calories of broccoli. I don't think anyone could eat that. But look at the other side. We've got 200 calories of peanut butter. That'd be easy to eat, wouldn't it? You've got apples, salted and mixed nuts. Both 200 calories. Look at the volume on one side. Kiwi fruit, and you've got M&M candy on the right. You've got Fiber One cereal, and you got Fruit Loops on the other. And the Fiber One is loaded with fiber. And so it really doesn't affect your blood sugars like the Fruit Loops would too. And you get more over here, 200 calories. But really, that's probably not 200 calories because we're not going to add the fiber to it. We're going to subtract that if we're going to be counting carbs, okay? And then I've got some strawberry yogurt on one side and Hershey's Kisses. And look at the difference. You don't get very many Hershey's Kisses with 200 calories, do you? So the Mayo Clinic says this: choosing foods that are less concentrated with calories, meaning you get a larger portion size with a fewer number of calories, can help you lose weight and control your hunger. Here's an example. Donut holes. Yeah, can't eat just one, Cleo.
Yeah.
So here you have a half an ounce. You can see that? Half an ounce, 52 calories. And we've got 6 grams of carbohydrate. We've got absolutely no fiber. Quite a bit of saturated fat. And I'm going to compare that with strawberries now. And look at the difference. 5 ounces of strawberries is 46 calories. What was one donut hole? 52, wasn't it? Look at that difference. Which one's going to fill you up? Now that does have 11 grams of carbohydrate, but it's got 3 fibers. The fiber's going to slow it down. And didn't we say soluble, strawberries have a lot of soluble fiber? Well, that's what mainly that is, the soluble fiber. And it's metabolized slowly. It doesn't affect your blood sugars. So, you can go to a place like Calorie King, and you can put in a certain food, and the more stars you get, the more you can eat with less calories. Okay? You can eat more of that, and it'll really give you the feel full feeling. You just type in whatever it is you want, and it will come up with the number of stars there. So here's a person that was using Calorie King, and this is what happened to him. This idea of eating a lot of food with less calories. And here he is.
Hi, my name is James. I'm from Pennsylvania. When I joined Calorie King in 2004, I weighed 350 pounds. With the help of Calorie King, I've lost 120 pounds, and now down to 230, and I'm maintaining my weight. I was overweight pretty much my entire life, and when my wife was pregnant with our second child, I realized I needed to do something about my eating habits. I wanted to be a good role model for my kids, and I wanted to see them grow up. Now, being healthy has become second nature and just a pure part of my lifestyle. You just need to set goals for yourself, and Calorie King can really help you plan and map out your long-term success. Calorie King taught me how to get healthy. I know what I can and cannot do to succeed in the long run. I would just like others to know that it can be done. Just look at me. Now I'm running 5Ks for charity once a month, something I never could have done without my weight loss. I'm very proud of what I've done and determined that with the help of Calorie King, I'll be able to keep the weight off.
Okay. Well, the next thing that we're going to look at, which will be a month from now, is salads and water-rich food strategies. Okay? And then we're going to actually, break it down, the glycemic index with low carbohydrates. And then we're going to start getting into stress control and how we think, how we treat ourselves, how we treat others, all of those kind of variables that will affect our health. Okay? So, if, my first little section that my mic wasn't on, I might repeat that, but I won't repeat it next month. And I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to repeat it. I want you to show up. You need repetition anyway.
That's right.
But maybe it turned out okay. I don't know. And I can
Are you
use it.
sure you're recording?
Huh?
Are you sure you're
What's
recording?
happening? Is that not on? Is that not on, Joyce?
It's lit up.
Is it lit up? It's recording right now. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a mic on it. It might have picked up my voice without the mic here. But anyway, it is good to see everyone. And Shane, would you go back to the back? And on the wall, you can see the lights. Just turn on the lights on one side and go to the other side and turn those on. Yeah, there's two that should be